really been struggling to get that car to gain some speed and had it last time. Unfortunately, had some other issues going on as well. But nevertheless, he is at speed here in Dirt Drive Hot Lap session number 1. Carter Sarfer, you just heard for him, in the Proviso number 21K at speed around to the front straight with the 43 of Gunnar Setzer also out on the racetrack. And the 7AU of Tom Payette. 71, Daniel Harding, the 27X, the other driver in the frame. That is Old Snidely Whiplash. Kyle Jones out of Kennedale, Texas. Wave of the white flag here in Dirt Drive Hot Lap session number 1. Again, just joining us on the FloRacing broadcast. This is the first of 4. Of course, you can follow along with live timing and scoring on the Race Monitor app. A reminder, if it's on Race Monitor or social media, it is unofficial. All official news, notes, points, and information will be posted at the close of tonight's racing program at USACracing.com. While you have time, make sure and swing back into vendor row. Of course, the USAC merchandise trailer is open with all the 2025 race day must-have gear, including that Indiana Midget Week t-shirt. Make sure and get there while your size, color, and design is still available. And also the roster of tonight's drivers for the USAC NOS Energy Drink Midget National Championship. Only $1 while supplies last. Again, that is back at the USAC merchandise trailer.
Brian, as Kevin Thomas Jr. was out there, this is a place where he really spent some of his early days when he moved up to race sprint cars, and sometimes forgotten 11 years ago, he was the United States Auto Club National Midget Rookie of the Year. He had a very good year that 2014 season.
A couple of solid runs so far here during NM Midget Week. A runner-up finish at Circle City was 9th at Paragon. Unfortunately, Mother Nature getting the win last night. Hoping we can sneak one in here tonight. As Dirt Drive Hot Lap session at number 2 out to the Speedway. Breaking race in the Chandler Grand Prix. Sierra Towing and Crushing 00. Rolling onto the back straightaway, heading towards turns 3 and 4. Onto the back straightaway now will be the KKM Kerbigajanian Mobile 1 TRD curb breakers number 71K. Cannon McIntosh making his way down to the bottom side of turns 3 and 4. Dason Pursley back in action here tonight. Driver of the PristineAuction.com, NOS Energy, Toyota Racing Development, Mobile 1 CB Industries number 86. He makes his way around the bottom side of turns 3 and 4. A couple of drivers making their way around to the front straightaway. New number, who's this? It's Zach Dahm in the Odell Trucking number 97D. Unfortunately, his primary number 5, sustaining damage post-race at Paragon. As they were coming around to wrap things up, contact, unfortunately crushed the left side in just a little bit too much to continue on, so the crew going in bringing the backup car down, and the 97 rolling onto the back straightaway. The 19AZ, Hayden Reinbold of the Gilbert, Arizona, the AMA Electrical Indy Race Parts Stanton Spike Chassis number 19. Rolling past the NOS Energy Cookout and AMSOIL banners on the back straightaway. Driver rolling in behind him is the 8AU. That is Jake Robinson out of Perth, Western Australia, driving the Madigan Toyota. Monty Farms, Alliance Surveying, Griffin Midwest, number 8AU. As your field goes to green here in Dirt Drive Hot Lap session number 2. Kyle Jones was quickest in your opening set at a 12:342. The track record still a second off of that at 11:301. Christopher Bell in 2016. Since then, the track has been reshaped, reworked several times over. In fact, it's even been reshaped since we were here earlier this year with the sprint cars. The crews coming in and digging down about 18-20 inches, almost 2 feet in some sections. They especially, I think it was after the Burton.
Right.
They had to come in and really kind of cultivate the track because there was so much moisture underlying that was causing the track to not want to stay together. They had to go ahead and bring that moist soil up to the top and kind of turn it around. And you see tracks do this from time to time, about every couple of years, where they have to do that in order to get it to set back in.
And new dirt, and that makes a big difference. So it's been really constant work. And as you well know, Brian, and everyone in this area knows, Mother Nature has given this racetrack and so many others no favors.
Zach Dahm to the top of the speed charts in the Odell Trucking number 97D, a 12:293. Hayden Reinbold, a 12:294. Kyle Jones, a 12:342. Tom Payette, a 12:358. And Gunnar Setzer, a 12:380. Cars making their way off. We'll have the next group making their way onto the racetrack. Real quick, let's check in with Drake York.
Thank you so much, Brian. As we always do here with the USAC on Flow broadcast, let's take a look at our Dirt Draft Driver v. Driver matchup. Tonight we got Kyle Jones, who we just saw earlier in that first group of dirt draft hot laps against Steven Snyder Jr., who we'll see here in just a few moments. Kyle Jones on the left-hand side of your screen. You can find him post-race in the public lobby at USAC Driver 1. He's got Carter Surf, Gavin Miller, Zach Dom, Gunnar Setzer, and Hayden Reinbold. Once again, he's at USAC Driver 1 if you want to look and see how you did compared to him post-race. Steven Snyder Jr. to the right side of your screen at USAC Driver 2 in the public lobby. He's got Dason Persley, Gavin Miller, Drake Edwards, Jacob Boxell, and Steve Buckwalter. And whoever wins tonight will go on to play against another USAC driver tomorrow down at the Tri-State Speedway for the penultimate round of the 2025 Indiana Midget Week.
Thank you very much. Next group of drivers out to the Speedway. Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 3. Drake Edwards out of Peoria, Arizona. The Avanti Windows and Doors, PristineAuction.com. Spike Speedway Toyota number 83. Rolling down the front straightaway, the 71. That is Caden Manders out of Perth, Western Australia. The Dasco Supply Group, Valvoline Q. The Automotive Mining Marine number 71. Cale Coons in the 63 at the flag stand. The Shores Chassis, Kerr Breckers, D Company's Impact number 63. Driver rolling behind him. Chris Bowie out of Indianapolis, Indiana. The Good Guys Home Services, Bowie Build Honda Ripper Chassis number 36. First appearance of Indiana Midweek competition so far this year at Warriorsburg, Pennsylvania. Driver the Buckwalter Roofing, VRP Shocks, Royalton Recycling, A1 Power to lead number 25. That is Steve Buckwalter. Steve Buckwalter in the 25.
Stevie's a former Indiana Midget Week winner in his illustrious career that includes an ARDC Midget Championship several years ago, and he still slaps the wing on and has success in 410 sprint car competition in the Keystone State.
Colton Robinson at Titusville, Florida, joining us tonight to be the Precise Tooling Solution Speedway Total Link Chassis, Walker Filtration 67. As the field will start to spread out and speed up. On the frame now, Justin Grant out of Ione, California, the NOS Energy Drink, PristineAuction.com, number 87. And Trey Marchand behind the wheel of the Central Motorsports, Moterra Landscaping, top of the Pyramid Quality for Richmond Incorporated, Spike number 85. Like one more driver to tell you about, and that is a Little Bundy, Ethan Mitchell out of Mooresville, North Carolina, driving the Millbridge Speedway, FK Indy Walker Filtration, Mark 4, Spike, Bundyville Honda, number 19M. Checker flag coming out here in Dirt Draft Hot Lap session number 3. Nobody so far able to thrust on past Zach Dom in that 12.293. Hayden Reinbold, a 12.294. Kyle Jones, a 12.342. Tom Payette, Gunnar Setzer, your top 5 quickest drivers. Justin Grant, Dason Persley, Ethan Mitchell, Trey Marchand, and Shelby Hinton currently make up the top 10.
Shelby, we've all seen at the Chili Bowl Nationals, as you well know, Brian, racing with Terry Klatt and Bob East. I know Bob East felt very strongly that there was talent there. Seat time, of course, is always being the issue, and I think about that with Hayden Reinbold, who worked so very hard to just make feature events a few years ago, and you can see the progression as more and more laps are put on the resume.
91 career starts, 1 top 5, 10 top 10s. Just he's making the starts, like you said. He's just
Correct.
needing to find the consistency to go with it and keep himself up towards the front of the field. The other night down at Paragon started, I believe, 4th, and just not quite there yet, and keeping it up towards the front of the field. But like I said, it takes laps, it takes seat time. Fortunately, he's in a position to be able to get all of that under one roof.
Yep.
Final group of Dirt Draft Hot Lap drivers out to the Speedway. Blake Brandon at Morgan Hill, California. The Kaiser, Speedway Toyota, Spike Chassis, Klotz Synthetic Lubricants. Brandon Corporation's number 40 making his way over onto the back straightaway. Driver rolling in behind him. Another driver making his first appearance of the week. That's Trevor Klein at Mooresville, North Carolina. Driver of the Beltwood Auto Bodies, GCR Fabrication, DC Machines, Mid Titanium. Troy Klein owned number 55.
Troy Klein, an outstanding sprint car driver in his time. Blake Brandon, an IU student.
Corbin Ruschenberg at Mesa, Arizona. The CBC Steel Buildings, Arizona Luxury Garage, 7 Development, MB2 Industries. CHI Overhead Door, JPU Racing number 26 has made his way out to the front straightaway. Driver rolling directly in front of him, the Eibach Toyota KKM Give Back Classic number 97K. Cale Drake out of Collinsville, Oklahoma.
How good has that kid been? Not only has he been good in the midgets where he's won a couple times, but I've been very impressed with his performances in a sprint car.
He's another one, having called his career from the micros into the midgets and now to the sprint cars. He's started to figure out you got to take that top 10% off. You got to go a little slower to go faster. And the sprint car side, he is absolutely dominating when it comes to the passing master. So he's got the end of the night figured out. He's just got to get the beginning of the night figured out, and he is going to be very, very tough to beat. As we'll come around to the drop of the green flag, Logan Seavey on track, the Prime 47. Sheridan Cosmetic Surgery, Indy Power Sports, Stanton Spike number 57. Steven Snyder Jr. to Rising Sun, Maryland, the Micro Ace turned midget driver, also on track, the RMS EnviroFab Valco Wheels number 4, the 77 AZ, Preston Norbury, another driver normally we find in Now 600 competition out in Arizona with the Micros, taking his first stab at Indiana Midget Week, and the 14 JB. It is Jacob Boxell at Zanesville, Indiana. The Inferno Armor Metal at OneShopAnger.com, number 14 JB. Of course, Jacob Denny also on track at Galloway, Ohio. Final driver to tell you about here on the Bloomington Speedway, the JBL TRD Toyota number 67. Final group, final time, and a new fast driver, Corbin Ruschenberg, the Arizona racer. In the number 26, that's CBC still building. Stanton Spike, Scott Ruschenberg, number 26. Top of the charts at a 12.268, 12268 seconds for Corbin Ruschenberg.
Great midget tradition in Arizona. For many years, USAC had an Arizona series, and that's a place that gave us the likes of Jerry Coons Jr., a great Mark Passarelli certainly comes to mind, a gentleman who won the Belleville Midget Nationals. I can go on and on. Eric Wilkins, a host of great, going back to Jimmy Bryan, racers, midget racers in from the state of Arizona.
Honda Save Roofing qualifying next on the program. Honda Save Roofing providing an extra $150 to tonight's overall quick qualifier. 2 laps on the clock. Your fastest lap time will count towards your qualifying effort. Onto the speedway right now, Zach Weigel at Belpre, Ohio. Comes around, completes his 2 laps. Apologies, trying to get his times to pull up here. Tom Payette at Perth, Western Australia onto the speedway. Driving the Merger Contracting, Energy Hire, Jolly Good Auto Electrics, Bradford Plumbing, number 7 AU. Payette a 12.815 in his opening lap. Comes around lap number 2, a 12.752. It is still Zach Weigel. His time with a 12.491. As out to the speedway now, the Provisio number 21K. That will be Carter Sarf. Carter Sarf for the number 21K, now taking time. Comes around in his opening lap, and Sarf going to be second quick, a 12.634, 12634 seconds for the driver of the number 21K. Again, couple of wins on the season in Extreme Outlaw Midget competition. Comes around lap number 2, a 12.675, 12675. His opening lap, a 12.634. That was his best attempt. Driver onto the speedway now in 27. That is Kyle Jones, the Joyner Motorsports entry, the driver to Kennedale, Texas. A 13.012 in his opening lap. Lap number 2, a 12.730, 12730 seconds for the driver of the number 27. The Metalloid, shopangryduck.com, number 14 out of Coleman, Alabama. Kevin Thomas Jr. on track now. Kevin Thomas Jr. out to the speedway in the 14. Opening lap for KTJ going to be a 12.793, 12793 seconds for Kevin Thomas Jr. Currently 5th at a 5. He'll roll her off into turns 3 and 4 around the inside of the speedway. We'll see if he improves here on lap number 2. And it is a 12.921. Lap number 1, his best attempt, a 12.793. Daniel Harding into Perth, Western Australia onto the Speedway, the 71W, the Dasco Supply entry. 6th driver out to qualify here in Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. He'll come around on lap number 1. And it will be a 13.167 seconds for the driver, the number 71. Working around lap number 2. We'll see if he does improve on time, and it will be a 12.979, 12979 seconds for the driver, the number 71. And right now, they are sending quick pause in the program here. As we have weather starting to close in, so cars are being sent back to the trailer. Again, we are under delay. Weather starting to move in. So again, we are under delay.
And if you take a look at the radar, Brian, there is certainly a chance that if we can, maintain the track, get by this, it looks like there's pretty good. This is for those of you from Indiana know what I'm going to see. Say there is a window. It's not over Terre Haute, but there is a window. And that's certainly what we're going to bank on to get things done here.
So again, for those of you in the stands and those of you watching online, we are under a delay due to weather. As things progress and move on, we will update when needed. So as we are under a delay here on the broadcast, we're going to step away. We'll be back.
For the first time in more than a quarter century, USAC is back at Red Hill Raceway. The Sumner, Illinois Speed Plant will host the USAC AMSOIL Sprint Car National Championship on Friday night, June 13th. It's the salute to Levi Jones in honor of the 7-time USAC National Champion who made his first career USAC start at Red Hill 27 years ago. Today's modern-day racing heroes will be chasing after a $10,000 payday in the land of Lincoln. Cars hit the track at 7 p.m. Central on race day. Let's get racy on Friday night, June 13th, USAC is back in town at Red Hill.
This is Worldwide Technology Raceway. It's not your normal racetrack. It's a 1 1/4 mile oval where no two turns are the same. It's fast. It's unforgiving. One wrong move, and it will bite you. June 15th is not just Father's Day. It's the Bomarito Automotive Blue 500. The race with a history of winning moves, magical moments, and flared tempers. It's the event you just can't miss. Sunday night, under the lights, prime time in St. Louis. The NTT IndyCar Series at WWT Raceway.
Whatever you drive, however you drive. AMSOIL specially engineers lubricants to maximize power, performance, and protection in your vehicles, so you can work hard and play hard with confidence. Order online at amsoil.com.
Are you looking for a new race car hauler, trailer, or easy-go golf cart? What about something dependable? How about buying from someone you can depend on? Contact Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts. They're a certified Featherlight dealer with all kinds of trailers and other products to fit your needs. Located just 2 hours north of downtown Indianapolis, Elliott's Custom Trailers will deliver your trailer or cart anywhere in the United States. No matter where you're from or what you're looking for, the goal is always the same: ultimate customer satisfaction. So don't wait. Contact Elliott's today and find a trailer or golf cart that fits your needs.
Indy Metal Finishing is a family-owned and operated business with 30 years of experience in the industry. Their mission is to support their customers with an exceptional level of quality and service. Conveniently located minutes from downtown Indianapolis, Indy Metal Finishing offers Type 2 and Type 3 anodizing chemical conversions, passivation, and electroless nickel services to motorsports, medical, military, aerospace, and manufacturing industries. Indy Metal Finishing is ISO certified and holds an FFL license. If you have any questions, please call Indy Metal Finishing today at 317-858-5353. Find them online at Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Indy Metal Finishing, or visit their website at indymetalfinishing.com.
Spring into a new Kia and save big during the Spring Fling sales event at Lou Fu's Kia Terre Haute. Drive a new K4, $199 a month, new Seltos, $229 a month, and new Sportage, $249 a month. All backed by Fuse. Don't miss Spring Fling sales event savings. K4s $199, Seltos $229, Sportages $249 at Lou Fu's Kia Terre Haute, home of the 200,000-mile warranty. Lou Fuse, we are family.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
I'm faster than you. Yeah, well, I'm gnarlier than you. I get more sideways. I'm louder. Much louder. I get wilder than you. You sure about that, bro?
Harder.
Slicker.
Cooler.
Tougher.
Let's go.
So what you got?
Go harder, faster, stronger with Rod End Supply. Whether you are running industrial, farming equipment, or a race car, Rod End Supply has the assortment of rod ends, radius rods, and specialty products that will help you lead the field in performance. Our superior design means our rod ends last longer and perform better, giving you the edge on the track and saving you money. Contact Rod End Supply or order online today at rodendsupply.com. We don't just sell them, we race them. rodendsupply.com. Serving the racing community for over 30 years.
Power up your ride with True Brand Fuel Jewels, the only time-release fuel treatment on the market. Fuel Jewels cleans and lubricates while restoring power and performance, and its patented time-release formula increases fuel economy by up to 7%, saving you money at the pump, tank full after tank full. Plus, Fuel Jewels races for a cause. We partner with the National Breast Cancer Foundation to fund life-saving early detection screenings for women in need. Visit TrueBrandProducts.com to get your bottle today.
Hey race fans, how's it going? Drake York here. We're back out with another Cookout Shape Flavor segment of the night. Got another great USAC fan with me here. What's your name?
Logan.
Logan, thanks for coming to USAC Race, and more importantly, thanks for playing tonight. He's got the chance to guess Dason Pursley's favorite shake flavor from our friends over at Cookout, well known for their burgers and shakes across the southeastern part of the U.S. with over 40 fresh flavors made by hand every single day at your nearest Cookout. Tonight, he's going to have the chance to guess Dason Pursley's favorite shake, as I said, and if he gets it correct, he gets a free prize from the USAC merchandise trailer. So I had you look at the menu. You looked at it pretty quickly. You're pretty decisive. What do you think it is?
I'm going to go with Reese Cup.
All right, let's hear what it is from Dason.
My favorite Cookout shake flavor is Oreo.
I'm sorry, Logan, but Dason's favorite shake flavor is Oreo. But thanks for coming to USAC Race, and thanks for playing.
Yeah, thank you.
To find your nearest Cookout, go to cookout.com. So you know, like a red or green flag in dating, right?
I don't date, Drake, no.
You know, like, I don't know how to describe it otherwise.
He doesn't either.
Don't
Red flag.
Every time.
Every time.
Even if they clear you, but not by a lot.
They're getting a red flag because they're going to get a short slider in the next end.
Red flag. I hate short sliders.
Every time. Even if they clear you.
Even if they clear me, it's parked on my nose.
For me, I'm like red flag. But for you, yeah, good job, green flag.
If I have the chance to slow the race car down and cross you over, we're green flag.
Green flag all the way. Perfect.
If you don't give me an option, it's red flag and somebody might get punched in the mouth.
Hate them.
Every time, even if they clear you, but not by a
Oh,
lot.
I hate being on the receiving end of it, yeah. This is a selfish conversation right now.
Short as in like they clear you, but not by a lot.
Oh yeah, I mean that's all good. I think like I don't know. I think that's part of racing as well. You know, as long as you're not getting crashed, then.
Top dominant with a big curb.
Yeah. Red.
Why's that?
It's just one lane and it doesn't, there's no like opportunity to pass without crashing people because you're going so fast on the top, so.
I mean, that's like my style, but where you lost me was where you said top dominant, because then that gets everybody on the top. I don't want everybody running the same line.
You know, for dirt not being my favorite, right? I don't mind trying to run the cushion and hustle it, but I do appreciate when it's slow and technical and being precise is a benefit. I still, I don't know if I've gotten too old or was never good at it anyway, but just really laying into the thick cushion and seeing if you tip over or not.
As long as it goes good, so we'll go with green flag.
So if it doesn't go good, that's definitely a red flag.
Yeah, yes, and I'm sure it is for the car owners too.
Oh yeah.
Or in sometimes your case, triple.
Yeah.
Every
Green
time.
flag. Green flag.
Let's say you're leading a race and you look down at the gauge halfway through the race and it's absolutely pegged. Green flag for staying out and trying to win the race, or red flag for pulling it in. No questions asked.
No question asked. We're here to win races.
I like that.
And you can't win if you're in the infield.
Well, my dad told me, like when I started racing, if you're leading and the temperature is high, just don't worry about it.
Now, when Doug Doherty hears this, we're gonna go with whatever.
You can just wave them both if you want.
Yeah, whatever makes the most sense for the thing not to break is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna go green flag.
Every time.
Any USAC race, yeah. Points paying race, yeah.
Well, if any of my car owners are watching, red flag, I'll pull her in. But no, we're green flag. We're letting her fly.
Every time.
I don't even run the gauges.
So you don't even care.
Sorry, Hank, but
So you don't care what the temp
I
is.
turn the gauges off as soon as the race starts.
Last question, CJ. Red flag, green flag on having to do content with the broadcast team.
Oh, green flag.
Are you just saying that because Christy's here?
Absolutely.
So
So we love all the USAC employees. It's a good time coming here.
So you win a race and Drake York's down there in victory lane. Does it kind of steal the joy out of the
I
win?
would rather it be Christie, but Drake, you're okay.
He didn't throw the red flag or the green flag, so he's completely in the middle. I like that. Well, it was green flag until I got up here with you, Drake.
That's usually how it
That's
goes.
right. I'm just kidding. Green flag, Drake.
Oh, what a
This
nice
has
guy.
been fun.
What a nice guy.
We'll go with green flag for that, Drake. It's been a good time.
Are you sure you're not just saying that because we're all in the same building all at once?
That wasn't the question, Drake. No, I'm just kidding. It's been good. I appreciate the effort to do it.
I don't hate it. I'll go like 60-40.
Okay. Are you sure?
Yeah. I'll give it like one of
So he doesn't hate us.
these.
That's the good news.
No, it's not bad. It's not bad. And I live like 15 minutes away, so.
Perfect.
Honestly, this has been fun. I'll give you guys a green flag.
All of them together are grouped into one?
I
Or
mean,
just
if you want to, I think I know what
Just
mine
you?
is. Yeah, just me.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
What about everybody else, though?
No, I like everybody on the USAC crew. They're fun.
Perfect. That's the answer I was looking
Yeah,
for.
that was political.
Do you have a secret talent?
No.
I don't think so.
Sometimes I don't think I have any talent,
I do not have any talents.
Okay.
I can't whistle that great.
That's an
I don't have.
anti-talent.
Not that I know of.
If he does, it's a really big secret. He doesn't know it yet.
No, I don't have a secret talent, I don't think.
Okay, me either. Can you fold a fitted sheet by yourself?
Oh, yeah.
You can?
Yeah.
I can't.
Absolutely.
That's 2 yeses, and I can't do it. So,
Well,
Oh, I can fold it.
but not good.
No, that wasn't the question.
No one can fold a fitted sheet by
No,
themselves.
not well anyway.
No.
People have said
No.
through here that they can. I'm like, you wad it up.
Yeah.
Just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
I already know the answer. You can't fold a fitted sheet by yourself.
Absolutely not. Anybody that can say that they can fold a fitted sheet is lying.
Liars.
They're liars.
All of them.
Especially KT has short arms.
Who is the go-to crew in the pits that always has the spare part that everybody needs?
Keith Coons.
Ryan Bold.
Ryan Bold.
Okay.
I mean, he's got everything.
AME.
Probably Ryan Bold.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No.
All right.
Absolutely not. It's its own thing.
It's its own category.
It's its own thing. Like
Okay.
hot dog, chili dog, like it's its own thing.
I feel like this is really important to you.
I'm a hot dog enthusiast.
No, it's a.
I don't know. It's a category all its own, right? Get hot dog with mustard.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
So it's a sub, right?
Is a sub a sandwich?
No, because it's not split
Okay.
all the way through.
So the hinge is what?
I'm literally making this up.
Okay. What animal do you think you could beat in a fight?
Animal could I beat in a fight?
Animal I could beat in a fight. Probably a kangaroo. Could definitely be a kangaroo.
You think?
Yeah. I know I can.
Have you done it?
No.
How do you know?
The biggest animal you think you could beat in a fight?
No, just any.
Just any. Probably be pretty solid against a frog, Yeah, I think I could do that. Yep.
I think I could pull that one off.
I think I could do that. Yep. Yep.
A coyote. Probably be a pretty fair fight. A small dog.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I
A
think
coyote?
So. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it would be a good fight.
Okay.
It'd be a better fight than a goose.
I mean, my dog at home.
Which one?
The little one. The little one.
Bet I could beat a crocodile.
I have really small arms.
Well, yeah, but he can use his teeth.
Oh, he's allowed to do it. You're not allowed to use your teeth.
Well, I can. I'm not sure it'd be a good idea. I'll
Okay.
use my fist. He'll probably end up using his teeth. I'm not sure that we can tell him not to.
Something small and docile. Probably like a rabbit.
A rabbit. What's your biggest racing superstition?
Racing super $50 bills.
Okay, that's a
I've
good
kind of
one.
eliminated everything else, but $50 bills have been fairly consistent.
One time I had a $50 bill the whole week at Chili Bowl, and CJ crashed like 4 cars that week. What's your biggest racing superstition?
$50 bills.
Okay. I'm sorry.
I don't shave on race days. I don't know that I'm fully superstitious about it. but I kind of was, and then it seemed to always go bad when I did, so I'm not risking it anymore. I guess that's where I draw the line.
Okay, so he's not superstitious, but he is.
I'm a little stitious. Yeah, I like that one-liner.
Okay, good. What's your Mount Rushmore of gas station snacks?
So the PJ Fresh pizza.
Star Crunch. I don't even think many people even know what Star Crunch
I
are
do.
up here. So Star Crunch.
Drake, do you know a Star Crunch? Of course you don't.
See, this is the problem.
Flying J soup. Pretty solid.
Takis. The regular kind, not the blue crap that they come out with now.
The Get-Go's. They have like buffalo chicken bites.
Yeah.
They're pretty good from the get-go.
Mountain Dew Live Wire. Not that I need that.
And the fourth one, I'm gonna see good old NOS energy
That's
drink
fair.
from any gas station you can find.
Yeah.
Honestly, just some regular, like Lay's chips.
Yeah, that's a good one. If you were stuck on a deserted island with one other driver, who would it be?
Probably KT, I would think so.
Why?
I feel like he could use his resources pretty well. Probably build some stuff, build a camp and stuff. So, from Alabama, right?
Yeah. Is that what they do there?
I don't know.
Jake Swanson.
Why?
We're buds.
That's it.
I don't know.
Nobody?
I don't know. You'd just be mad the whole time. Just be throwing stuff. Would we?
I'll go with KT because, well, at least he's going to have a hat. I don't know what we have. And I'll at least be able to shade myself.
If you were stuck on a deserted island with only one other driver, who would it be? And
Cody
why?
Swanson. Because
Why?
he's reasonable. He doesn't seem like he's going to freak out in pressure situations. He doesn't annoy me.
I'm gonna say Shane Cottle. In case there was anything heavy.
Big and scary out there?
Anything big and scary needs handled, anything bigger than a rabbit, Shane's got it.
He's got it, yeah. What conspiracy theory do you absolutely believe in?
Conspiracy theory.
Let's do a lot of Joe Rogan.
The government probably took out some people. I won't say which ones, but I'll definitely say that the government is probably more involved than we think.
Yeah, okay. That's fair. Say it. Just say it.
Somebody never died, I guess? Would that be a conspiracy theory?
Yeah. Who are you talking about specifically?
I guess Michael Jackson. I don't know.
No, you're
I
right.
I don't know anyone.
I don't believe we landed on the moon, but the moon might not even be real. Could be a projection.
Projection of what?
Just projected up into the sky.
By who?
The government.
Why?
I used to not believe in aliens, and there are times I wonder.
Have you had an experience?
No.
All of them. Every single
Give me one. Give me one. Give me one. Everything. Flat Earth, all of them.
All of them. I love them all.
What's the one that you would die on that hill?
Oh, I don't know if I'd die on the hill for any of them.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. Do aliens
counts.
count?
Yeah, that counts.
As a conspiracy
Because
theory?
the government's all like, no.
Well, I feel like didn't they come out with a document saying that we're going to go with that.
Okay,
Yeah.
aliens. That's the official answer. What's the most random fact you know? All the information
I
just
am
drained out of his
not
brain.
very interesting.
A random fact I know.
So all the eels are the same eel? Like, except for electric eels, they're different.
Those are different.
But like, saltwater eels,
Ocean,
freshwater, rivers, streams, get into lakes, the lakes dry up, they live in the mud, comes back, they're fine, and then they just leave again. They don't really know where they come from or how they reproduce. They have no reproductive parts, and they don't really know where they come from.
That's a conspiracy.
Just eels are, it's pretty wild. Sorry to take y'all on that.
Does social media make you feel better or worse about yourself?
I'm not big on social media.
Okay.
Like, it's fun to be on there, but then it's like how many hours you've seen. It's just like, it's kind of depressing how many hours you've seen.
You get that notification on Sundays too?
Oh, worse. I hate social media.
I don't know that it makes me feel one way or another. They don't like me on there.
No,
typically.
they don't like anybody on there.
No,
to be fair.
No, they're not nice on there a
they're
lot.
not. No.
But I don't necessarily, doesn't really bother me.
They're not very nice to me.
No.
But
they're not nice to anybody.
It doesn't make me feel bad. So I think it makes me feel better.
Okay.
But they don't like me, so it doesn't bother me.
They don't like Drake either. But what scrambles your brain every time you think about it?
I was sometimes trying to figure out why I'm not faster like I need to be.
Space.
Space, the
Yeah.
whole thing.
And how, like, the world, I don't have any exact facts, but the world is spinning very, very fast. But the galaxy is spinning very, very, very fast. And space is actually moving at an incredibly fast rate of speed.
And we're all just here.
We're all just hauling ass, but it doesn't really seem like we're going that fast.
Something other than race cars would be how to read a woman's mind. Yeah.
Well, you picked a tough nut to crack. I'll tell you that.
I feel like the obvious answer is like space.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn heels.
Okay. How much time do you spend thinking about eels?
Too much.
Too much.
Yeah.
Okay. That's troubling, yeah.
Best movie you've seen?
Best movie I've seen? Production-wise, what's the Great Gatsby?
Oh,
not my favorite movie, but it is a well put together movie. Yeah.
Best book you've read?
Best book I've read? There hasn't been many. Probably in high school I read Huckleberry Finn, and the reason why I did is because I needed AR points, so I was forced to do that. And there wasn't a book yet or a movie yet on it for me to cheat my way through the test, so I actually had to read a book, and that I think is the only one I've read front to back.
All right.
Not proud of that. Go to school, kids.
One thing most people wouldn't know about you.
I'm not actually an asshole, which is probably not believable. I'm fairly caring whenever it comes to like helping people out and doing things. Now I will give you crap along the way, but like I actually do it from a caring spot, I guess. So yeah, I guess I'm not as mean as I am at the racetrack outside of racing.
About the athlete you most admire, racing or otherwise?
I mean, obviously I like Michael Jordan, but I learn a lot, and I think it's just because of social media these days, but like the way Kobe's work ethic was. Even not a basketball fan, I just like them as athletes, period, just the way, and there's obviously documentaries on those too, so just the way that they mentally prepare for things. I think physically being prepared for something is one thing, but mental preparation is a whole another strand of athlete, in my opinion.
Favorite TV show?
I like Friends. Honestly, Grey's Anatomy ain't bad. I've crapped on it for a while. My wife watches it, and it's pretty funny too, but Friends is probably my go-to. It's what I watch, like, go to sleep, and whenever I'm just out of stuff, I'll just rewatch it. So Friends, or maybe even sprinkle in some Seinfeld.
About your favorite sport outside of racing?
Baseball. Baseball because I played it for so long. I don't watch it as intensely as I used to, but as a fan of now, I feel like college football I'm big on, just as much as baseball. So it kind of just between those two, depending on the season.
And I think we might know, but your favorite sports team?
You don't even have to ask that. Alabama football is by far my favorite, and now even turning into basketball, they give me something to watch, after the season's over for football. And not that I had much to watch this year, but their basketball, I like their coach, Nate Oates. I even like our new football coach. He's no Nick Saban, but not many people are. So that's a school that I root for, and they just so happen to be pretty good at sports.
Your favorite food?
don't necessarily have a food. I have a favorite place to eat, and that is Taco Bell, as you saw me eating that today as I walked in. So, but basically everything there is the same anyways, just packaged different. So technically Mexican food-ish, whatever that's called.
Your favorite midnight snack?
Midnight snack? I like Oreos and milk. I don't like to drink carbonation or eat anything salty that late. But milk and cookies is pretty high on the list.
Back when you were in school, your favorite school subject?
PE. It's the only thing I passed. I feel like I was fairly athletic as a kid, but math. I really enjoy math. Next, kind of transferred into race cars as well. I didn't pay attention in social studies, history, literally nothing. I had a chick that actually helped me pass high school. I wasn't there a lot, and she did me a great justice of helping in that. But math is something that I enjoyed and paid attention to, and took a little bit of effort to learn and make sense of why things are, and that's translated into race cars as well.
Least favorite subject?
I always speak it, but English. And I think a little bit of it is we've gotten pretty lazy with phones and stuff. They do it kind of for us. So when you have to write anything, you realize how much you didn't pay attention, and you can look real dumb real fast when you put pen to paper.
Most prized possession?
Most prized possession? Man, that's a tough one. Real tough. In racing, my most prized possession is I have a couple things of memorabilia from the original Kevin Thomas. So those I like those a lot. I don't know if they're prized possessions, but I went and purchased them for a certain reason, and so those are cool. But prized possession, I should probably say my wife. That would be great. Get me out of the doghouse that I'm probably in. But my possession that I have, I don't really think I have anything. I don't really go out, and I'm not super adventurous in things that I do or keep. I'm even bad about trophies half the time, so I don't really have a one-of-a-kind prized possession.
What was your favorite toy as a kid?
Probably football. We had footballs, Nerf footballs, even them stupid half footballs that we used to have. I was always into sports, so always had that or a baseball, something like that. But I never had toys. I wasn't real big in it. It was either that or a four-wheeler. So between football and four-wheeler, I think we could always stay busy.
What about your biggest pet peeve?
I have a lot of them. I don't know which one's my biggest. My biggest pet peeve, I would have to say one of the ones that strikes me the most. It may not even be the biggest, but it's the most. Keeping your gloves on and your helmet off in an interview, it bothers me. I know people do it. This is not directed at you, but it does bother me, yeah.
How about your favorite band, musical artist, or artists?
Yeah. I love Lil Wayne. And obviously where I come from, you wouldn't think that. But I like listening to Lil Wayne. I don't even really like rap music a lot. But if you dissect some of his lyrics, you respect what he does as much as it's rap, and they all kind of sound the same. There he says some things that are pretty genius, and just the way he words things, and that's pretty intriguing to me.
What was the first concert you attended?
Garth Brooks. Yeah, those are two opposite. Garth Brooks. I want to say I was 5 or something. I don't really remember much from it. I do just remember the massive G, the logo they had, I guess, on his album or whatever. I remember that for some reason. I don't remember anything else. I do remember being there, and we have pictures, but I want to say I was like 4 or 5.
What is your go-to karaoke song?
Oh God, I got the voice of a parrot. I mean, I feel like everybody's going to be Sweet Caroline. I'd say Sweet Caroline. It's easy to not screw up the words. Usually everybody sings with you at that point because they've had a few cocktails. But go-to karaoke songs are not high on my list, any of them. We got a few drivers that are good at karaoke. I'm not one of them.
Best driver you've ever gotten the chance to race against?
I'm going to say 2. Obviously Larson. I've raced against him, whether it be non-wing midgets. I've been at the same racetrack whenever we were racing wing cars together, but I didn't race him. But in the non-wing and midgets, I got to race him. And then Brian Clausen, like he did very similar things, especially at the time. You know, we were all kind of racing together within that 3 or 4 year period where Larson came in, and then BC came back, and but racing against those guys, I learned a lot from Brian. The way to maneuver a race car that may not be perfect and still try to win the race. You know, those 2 guys, you know, even they were close to my age, still was able to learn a lot from just the way they did things.
Who are your first racing heroes as a kid?
Dale Earnhardt. I loved Dale Earnhardt when I was a kid. But even before I started racing, whatever it was, I was always an Earnhardt fan. Even dabbled a little bit in Jeff Gordon. I didn't know any better at the time. And then whenever I was Jeff Gordon. And then whenever I was of age and got a little fire under me, I started to like Earnhardt a little bit more and understand like his wittiness and the way he does things. And I enjoyed that.
What is the neatest place you've ever gotten the chance to travel to?
I don't know if it's the neatest, but it is different than anything I've ever seen. And I went to, me and Whitney went to Belize. It's just a different world down there, and it was pretty cool. It was just something, you know, I travel a lot, but I don't really go on a lot of vacations, or I'm always go, no fun. That's just unfortunately who I am. And you know, down there it was pretty cool. Just being out of the country, seeing a different lifestyle. You know, I want to say it was the first time. I guess there's a game called Chicken Poop or something. They put a big rooster on a board with like 100 numbers on it, and you're betting on which number the chicken's going to take a dump on. And I'm like, this is insane right now. So it's just like different ways of living down there, and I enjoyed it.
And aside from the necessities like water and food, what's one thing you could not go a day without?
Probably caffeine. I feel like I'm a severe addict to that. Yeah, I mean, I drink a Coke or something. I'm big on I can't drink alcohol with a meal, but I also can't drink water with a meal either. So it's weird. Like I gotta have a Coke or a Dr. Pepper or Baja Blast, which is the only light colored drink that I drink. So it's either a Coke or Dr. Pepper or sweet tea. So all of those got pretty high caffeine in them, and so that's usually on the radar every single day.
What was your first real job?
I worked construction for my dad. That was as real gets. I remember we were in Texas, and just above Amarillo. It was called Dumas, Texas, which we're going to be passing through there this year. So we built the Walmart that was there, so everybody take a look at that. But it was also snowing and about 10 degrees, and I was like, well, this is about as real of a real job as it gets. So that's when I realized I wanted to go racing. I think I was 17 years old. I was in the middle of getting out of high school racing, and that was one of my last 2 raws there.
So outside of that, why did you choose to become a race car driver?
It was, I didn't even know I loved racing whenever I started racing. So my love for racing didn't even come at a young age. You know, I probably didn't even know that I couldn't live without it until I was like 20, 21 years old. so it's probably not going to be the same as everybody else, but I didn't grow up racing. My dad raced a little bit, but we weren't a racing family. We were more baseball, football. So it was just, once I knew that I was going to go to college, play baseball, or go race. I had to choose between the two. And I just didn't really feel, at the end of the day, if I do
I'm going to do this again on the live cast. We're not going to be able to save the racetrack. We've tried. There's still mist in the area going way back, and we've got water starting to stand, so it's unfortunate. Sprint car drivers, be sure to return your transponders. So here's the deal. We are going to come back on August 29th with an open wheel extravaganza with the United States Auto Club Non-Synergenic National Midgets, Sprint Cars, and the Huntley's Hoosier Wing 305s. That's on August 29th. Now, the wristband you have, which has USAC Midgets on it, you keep that. You can use that for any event this year. That includes Indiana Sprint Week, because that's just the highest price point.